Dear friends, 3 weeks ago I spoke to you about change and transition. For the last year as a church and society, we have been in transition as a result of the major change of COVID-19 pandemic. Change is situational. It's like being promoted to a new job, which is a good thing, but that requires transition and is followed by transition, which is a psychological process. It is actually the process of response that you have to go through as you internalize and come to terms with the details of your new situation. Even though a job is a good thing, a new job is a good thing. A new job may require longer hours, more stress and responsibility, less time for your loved ones and friends. So the process of adapting to change, especially a new job or COVID-19, is the process that we call transition. Now, transition has 3 phases to it. First phase of transition is letting go of the old ways and the old identity you had. This means there has to be an ending and a dealing with our losses. And this is a time of grieving and intense raw emotion. We talked about the stages of grieving in a previous video. But this first stage is followed by the second stage, or the second phase of transition, which is going through an in-between desert time, when the old is gone, but the new is not fully functional. It's a time of limbo and confusion. You can't rush through it. You can't try to escape it or prematurely cut short this part. It is a critical time where psychological and spiritual realignments and repatterning takes place. We learn new skills and we learn new habits. And old and maladaptive habits are replaced with these new ones that are better adapted to the new context that we find ourselves in. As a church, CMCQ is in this stage. We are near the end of this in-between stage, especially as we prepare for our 50% capacity in-person worship service beginning this Sunday. So this now leads us up to the third transition phase. The third transition phase is coming out of the transition and making a new beginning. This is when we have developed a new identity, experienced new energy, and discover a new sense of purpose that makes the change begin to work. However, we will have another major change after this one with the end of COVID-19. Change and transition are necessary aspects of deepening faith in God. Jesus is with us in this time of transition. And through his sacrifice on our behalf and his continued grace, which we appropriate by faith in him, we are encouraged and strengthened in every change and resulting transition in our life. Jesus conquered death. So nothing we go through will be harder than that, because he is with us and in us. And we will experience his resurrection power, his resurrection strength. And as we go through this ongoing COVID-19 transition, continue in Christ by faith, knowing that he will guide us and he will give us wisdom to know what to do. In Acts chapter 22 and verse 10, after he had lost his sight, Paul asked the Lord, "What shall I do, Lord?" And the Lord said, "Get up, go into Damascus. There you will be told all that you have been assigned to do." And that's exactly what we too shall do. we shall, by faith, depend on Jesus, knowing that He will direct our steps and give us wisdom so that we will know what to do in this season of transition.